Okay. So now I am playing the game again. Still can't really move right because of my controller. Um, okay, so the general kind of thing that I'm doing here, I got some feedback on my initial thing. People said I should talk more about things I'm thinking rather than things that I am doing, which is fair, but that's kind of hard for me to do. Additionally, I had some people tell me that it might be helpful for me not to do this completely, in the dark, but rather to get some information on it. And I didn't really do that, but I did look up how to make a little bit more money in the game, and so apparently that means going to the forest and doing some stuff there. If you're just watching this video, not watching the original one, the basic idea that I'm going for here is how do you, is it possible to play Harvest Moon for the Super Nintendo totally vegan, right? Or maybe not totally vegan, but at least while, trying to be fair to animals, to not hurt animals. Generally just do some ethical farming, extreme ethical farming. Yes, I want to fish. Anyway, so I heard that you can come here, and, well, no, I don't want to fish, actually. It's kind of on autopilot there. So anyway, apparently you can come here to the forest and pick fruit, which I don't really know how you do that, or you can fish. Obviously, I'm not going to fish, because I think that cruelty to fish, probably bad. If you know anything about the fish farming industry, or the fish, catching or farming industry, right? We know that fish are measured in not units, right? So if cows are slaughtered, it's by the number of cows. For fish, it's by tonnage, right? So we don't really know how many fish per year are killed for food. And that's weird and bad. And these people aren't really helping me out like I thought they would. Okay. Need some materials for this old fella. He will not change his lifestyle. Okay, so somewhere here, this is a cave. What's this little rock doing? Okay, so really I'm just kind of exploring around, trying to figure some stuff out. Like I said before, I don't really have any knowledge about this. So I'm just playing it. I don't think you can die in this game. Okay, so here are some... Oh, that was awful. Okay, so I think that these are herbs I can carry around. Something. Some fungus, maybe. Oh, also, the previous video was kind of long. Not kind of long, it was 45 minutes long. Some people didn't really like that so much. I'm going to try to cut this down to 30 minutes. I think it just makes it easier on everyone involved. Alright, so let's go home, back to the farm. Gotta go back to my dog, whose name I don't remember. Is it Kiko? Something like that. Okay, bring it out here. Inside over. Yep. Gotta pick him up a little bit, walk around. He's a little silly fella. Put him down. Oh. Yep. Okay, so on this day of the game, I think what I have going on is I have some money coming for the crops I grew. I'm waiting on that money so I can buy some more stuff. Not more crops, but... Ooh. So I got my big... CG Saw on Twitter, CGSAW, pointed out that the turnip over the head is from Doki Doki Panic. Which, whatever. I don't really care, actually, even at all. But he did say it was a disparagement of the Let's Play community. Anyway, so today I've got to wait on being paid for some... being paid for some of those turnips I grew. And then I'm going to go buy some more seed and get some more, maybe a more profitable crop. I don't really know. I don't know why I'm doing that. Alright, so I want to go up into the forest, I think, unless there's someone who lives here. Is there? Let's find out. Okay. Okay, I don't need to do any of that. I don't really know how I would know if it's a weekend or a holiday. I'm sure there's some sort of in-game calendar that I'm just missing. If you've watched this whole thing so far, you know that I'm not really doing all the work I'm supposed to. Also, I wonder if running all the time is not good for me. Get undressed here. This is what an odd thing to include in this game. What a strange world we live in. Okay. I'm gonna get redressed. You wouldn't want to take off that hat. Okay, so got some stamina. So this is Berry of the Wild Grape. Don't eat it. So apparently there's a stamina system, maybe. Maybe when he gets super tired. My little character here gets super tired. So I'm going to take this back, see if I can sell it. It's going to take a long time. I could run, I guess. So yeah, so what I'm doing right now is just sort of some basic accumulation kind of stuff. Just trying to get the baseline money in order to get some animals, have them live on my farm, kind of try to get a, co-op situation going on with them, right? So my primary real concern here is where do I get money? Pick up in the evening. Are they supposed to be here yet? Okay. Is there somewhere I'm supposed to be getting? Because I sold some stuff for the turnips. Let's see. There's not an inventory screen. Oh, well, there we go. Oh, so I do have money. I bet it's closed today. Alright, so I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to wake up early in the morning, go plow the field by hand, because this is the 19th century. And then see what I can do that way. Oh no, tiny dog? I don't know if he was yelling or sleeping or what. That was sad. Alright, so got my dog outside. Whatever, Doki Doki Panic, the dog. So we're gonna run to the town. Buy the chicken statue. And buy some more stuff. I think that's up here, maybe? I don't remember where anything is, pretty obviously. Okay, so what's this? That's a flower. I don't even near want that. Alright. I do not want some grass. Okay, so my choice really is between turnip and potato, maybe? Whatever this, yeah. Alright, so I'll buy some potato and I'll buy some turnip. Basically a turnip expert at this point. I probably won't pick it and then throw it away immediately either. So that's good. Oh, I have enough to buy one more. I'll buy another turnip. It's really my my go-to crop at this point. I'm really developing a monoculture of farming. Okay, so let's get going. I'm gonna assume that I need probably 1,000 gold to buy a chicken. I don't really know. I don't have any reason to believe that, but that sounds like the kind of... Come on, buddy. Sounds like the kind of thing I would need. Alright, so right now I have a watering can and an axe. I don't need either of those things. So I will run up here. I'll grab that. I guess I do need the watering can, but not right now. Alright, so this is a potato, I think. Alright, so I got enough of this. Alright, so I'll take these things and spread them everywhere. Woo! And then do it again. Oh, whoops. Oh, so I guess it's the turnip. No, that's the potato. I was absolutely right. Okay. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to spread this. I'm not sure that this is the most efficient farming method, because last time I was left with this one little crop in here that didn't really seem to work. Oh, I'm going to eat my donut for the day. But I don't really understand. Oh, well, there we go. Leave it to me to waste an immense amount of stuff. So right now, as a player, right, rather than as a character, I'm sure that this little guy knows exactly what he's doing. But as a player right now, I have wasted one crop already. I wasted a turnip once. I have wasted, I don't know, 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. And I threw, oh yeah, I wasted all of my grass at the beginning of the game too. It doesn't seem to be a big issue though. So I think my plan after this, I will I'll water all these things, or my plan between this and the animal. I will do this, I'll use the proceeds to buy some grass, and then I will go get an animal after that. Hopefully I'll have enough money. Enough turnips gave me, those few turnips that I had gave me quite a bit of money last time. So it should be something I'll be able to do. Oh no, I'm so tired and sleepy. Okay, bye. Alright, so how much money do I have? 180. So it doesn't really seem like they leave it in the box so much as I just go get it. Alright, so I'm going to run out into the forest really quickly. I'm going to try to get a plant, or a, what do you call it, a berry, and put that in the box, so I'll have it for tomorrow. Forest gets abandoned at night. I kind of hope I'm doing what I'm supposed to. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I guess if I'm doing what I'm supposed to. I can't really do anything about it. Can I hop this? Nope. I've been told by people on Twitter that this game doesn't really give you any... doesn't really tell you how to play it, which in my experience so far is pretty true. But part of that's kind of charming for me, or maybe not charming, but at least helpful for here, right? I have a very particular kind of goal, and that goal is how... Right, I know that there's a mechanism for animal ownership, there's a mechanism for basic kind of farming, and I guess I'll just do that until the game ends. I understand that that's, you know, I think there's what, 150 days, something like that, like half a year. That's not half of a year. 150 days is not half of a year, but there's a little bit of time that you have to play the game, and I think it's over, right? And as far as the other Harvest Moon stuff that I've played and seen people play and read reviews of and whatever. So I guess today I'm going to go out to the forest. I wish I could use my inventory so I didn't have to kind of constantly run back and forth. But I don't think Super Nintendo was not all over that. So I'm going to do this to try to generate some money for the day. It's really interesting. Nah, not really interesting. Very well. Don't need it. Maybe not super interesting, but kind of important to me. Not even important. I don't really know. I'm trying to fill in words there. What I really am trying to say is that there's this Hobbesian notion, right, of Thomas Hobbes' Leviathan, notion that when you go out into the world and you find these sort of explicitly, new territory, that there's this notion of rights that if you take action toward that thing, then you kind of you're setting the baseline of interaction with it, right? So for Hobbes, the world itself is very much benign, and nature's there for the human to just kind of go and take, right? Make it do particular things, whatever the human wants it to do. And this is just a very sort of baseline illustration of that, right? We're getting this little dude, and he's away from his parents. Whatever, they've abandoned him. I still don't really understand that, and I don't imagine the game's going to give me anything about it. But anyway, so he's going off, he's bootstrapping himself by picking berries in the forest, and he's just kind of accruing wealth that way. And presumably I'll be able to upgrade the things that I have, right? I'll be able to transfer these commodities, right, into money that I can then transfer for other commodities. And I think probably next time, because I think I need to probably take some notes to make it more explicit, or to really have my examples down. I need to do more pre-work than I'm doing for this section, which is literally I turned this on and decided to do it today. But to talk about the commodity function in Marx and the way that this game is like a little kind of cutesy example of that, of the way that commodities are traded. And I'm interested to see later in the game if I don't really know how the mechanism works. Maybe someone should tell me, or maybe I should look it up in a walkthrough, but I know that there are mechanisms for marriage in the game. And I know that they're gift-based in later games, right? So you give people certain gifts. Well, women, right? You give women in this game certain gifts, and then you get married to them or whatever. And that's a system that hasn't really changed in games in which you can be married. They're very few, I guess, but they're all sort of heteronormative. They're all mostly about marrying opposite sex. I don't really know. I assume that that gets a little bit more broad and probably a little bit more egalitarian in games like Skyrim, but that's still the same basic thing, right? You go buy an amulet, you give it to someone, and they want to be married to you. The same kind of thing goes on in the Fable games. And so, yeah, I guess I probably want to talk about the commodity function later in relation to that. I don't really understand what time it is. I do know that I don't have to water my stuff, because it told me that in one of the little things. So these are just going to grow, and I'm going to not go in there. I guess I'm going to go to bed. Oh, I can look at my clock, I think, right? Do I have 11th of spring? I like spring is the thing. All right. Have I only spent 11 days in this game? I don't know. I'll dance with my tools. Okay. Go over here. Grab my dog. Go to sleep. I didn't want to bring him outside today. Koro. Koro is the name of the dog. Now I remember. Seems to still be raining outside. I can kind of hear can you hear the noise? Okay. I guess I'm going to do the same thing I did yesterday. I don't think that things do grow when it rains. Okay, that's nice. I think this is grown. Yeah, these definitely grew. I'm going to do some basic clearing out of this plot of land I did. Still pretty good. Alright, so those are going to keep growing. I'm going to go back out to the forest. I guess someone picked some stuff up. That means that each one gives me 100 gold. Or 100 G, whatever G is. I picked 3 berries yesterday. So I'm actually going to go check on the prices for animals. Let's see what we got going on. Okay. Can I check this out? Don't forget to feed them. There are hurricanes? Okay, so you don't want to make them angry. Alright, so I'm going to go try to pick probably 2 more berries for the rest of the day. That'll give me 200 more, and that'll give me enough to start with the grass. Hopefully in 1 or 2 more days the turnips will be done, and that'll mean that I can start doing stuff with them. Alright, so I'm going to go up here. I'm trying to do this. I feel bad for this whole, the forest community when it rains. It's a rough deal for them. What happens if I eat one? Oh, I had a double meal. I had my little berry, and then I had my donut. Alright, so we go get this. So it seems like it looked like over there to the left that there was a flower out here, so I'm not sure what the point of growing the flower is. I didn't say this last time, and I guess I didn't really remember, but my real experience with Harvest Moon before this is an issue of Electronic Gaming Monthly, probably when I was a early teenager, a preteen, if you will. And in that episode of EGM, there was maybe a Harvest Moon 64, or one of the ones for PlayStation, if there was one for PlayStation. I don't know, one of those low poly affairs. And I remember reading that over and over again, and all these weird little systems, and thinking about the ways in which those systems like would interact with other games, right? I wasn't playing the game, but I was thinking, well, it would be really cool if, you know, this kind of thing existed in, I don't know, the Final Fantasy games, right? I don't really know what I was playing in. If it, medieval, whatever that game is called with the skull guy. It'd be really cool if those systems were integrated. Or if these systems from this game, these kinds of games, were integrated into those games. And I guess that we're getting there, or we have something like that now. I think, you know, like the Grand Theft Auto games, and the way that you're able to kind of personalize your character and whatnot. That probably is similar. All right, everything looks good down here. You don't have to water on days that it rains. And so I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna grab on Koro here. I feel like this is a good thing to do. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed. I wonder if he cooks before we see him. Like, he gets up and he makes his donut and his croissant. And I'm gonna go outside. So it's gonna be the weather yesterday said it was gonna be warm and sunny and calm or whatever today. So we're gonna go outside. I'm gonna take Koro with me. Yeah, and everything looks great. So I didn't want to do that at all. I'm gonna go fill up my watering can. And I'm going to water all this stuff. So I think the turnip's going to take one more day. And I'll be left with that. Oh, I'll be left with so many in the middle. I wonder if there's a way. If anyone has played this game and is super aware of how you do this and not have that horrible thing in the middle, let me know. I wonder if you can maybe dig up your seed. Maybe not do that incorrectly. I don't really know. Feel free to let me know. Feel free to tell me. Okay. So I've watered all that today. I'm gonna go talk to the cattle guy, the animal handling guy, the livestock, the livery? I don't think that's what that is. I don't think that's what that guy does. Is that that's a leather worker maybe? I don't know. Anyway, so I'm gonna go talk to this guy. He has one person for sale out there. Oh. Okay. Such a weird thing. Even your meddlesome uncle. We're closed. Oh, weekends. How awful. What an awful place. Alright, but I do have 630 gold, which means I can come up here and buy some grass, which is closed. Wonderful. So I can waste an entire day picking berries in the forest to generate a small amount of cash, I guess. I'm not really sure why no one else could go out and do this, right? I kind of feel like anyone could come out to this forest and go to the 3 respawning places for berries and just pick them up. That's not on me. That's not something that, I'm not judging. Alright. Let's run home. That running noise. It's really cool that I can jump down cliffs at full speed with berry held over my head. That's when you know you're good at farming. Gonna go backward, try to grab 2 more berries, I guess. As many as I can get before sleepy time. Unofficial sequel to Harvest Moon is Sleepy Time with Koro, which we all know was ported to the United States under the name Metal Gear Solid 2. I feel like the day's really short, or maybe the main character. It's very, I don't really know. I don't know. I don't like this simulation. Alright, come on, bro. Alright. Koro's inside. I think there was a lot of animation time put into Koro. I've seen Koro yawn, and kind of squint some, and run around, right? Runs in 4 directions. Pretty cool. Yay, look at all these turnips. Okay. I wonder if I can throw it. Yeah, I can throw it over the fence. I don't think any actual farmer would tell you that's a thing that you should do. Yeah, just harvest your crop and then huck it over a fence into a bin. And then someone eventually will come along, someone that you've never seen, and purposefully remains hidden from you. They'll take it from you and give you money, give you an arbitrary amount of money, because you have no recourse to the market. Also, it's not as if I'm able to see, you know, what turnips you're going for. This has a very Truman Show kind of feel, right? Like, I just know that I'm supposed to be, you know, getting the turnips. I just know that I'm supposed to sell them for however much a piece. Just as it's a feeling. I've known it since I was a wee little baby farmer, and even more wee little baby farmer. Little baby Seamus farmer. Just gonna do this, get the rest of my stuff. I guess so it's Sunday. I can't even go to the pub on Sunday apparently. So I'm gonna water all my stuff and go and try to get a few more berries, which has kind of been, it's really sad that that's your child labor farmer plans for the week always. Like, well, I will spend all week moving rocks and banging rocks and smashing up stumps in a much larger area than I actually need for farming, and then I will go to the forest and wander around in a forest where a bunch of grown men live and wander around on every day except for the weekend. And I'll go out there and I'll pick berries off the ground that are the size of my head, and I will, oh, sweet Mary, and I will go and sell them for an arbitrary price. That doesn't make sense because the labor involved here is not very intense. But that might be overthinking the whole thing. The whole game. I see there's like a cool little, there's some neat little flowers over there. They're pink when I'm leaving. I wonder if I have to like go around in a weird way to get to them. This game doesn't really reward exploration, I don't think, right? I'm kind of caught in this loop. Or maybe my style of play is not rewarding any kind of exploration. Because I am sort of goal-oriented. I want to get a chicken. I want to get a cow. I want them to be my friends. I want to have a little successful farm for these animals. And I'm not really concerned about much else, I guess. Just want to be buddies. I want this to be, instead of a farming simulator, cows are your buddy simulator. Alright, so presumably the person showed up, so I should have some money. Yeah. Is that more money? Oh no, I put the turnips in this one. I don't really know. Alright, come on, Koro. Yeah, did you see there was like an animation where Koro was looking up, or was facing up, was looking behind himself? That's a pretty intense little thing there. Oh no. After my last play session, I got to thinking, you know, I left Koro inside the house a couple times. I thought, well, what if he pooped? Koro has to poop. Okay, so get some of these turnips. I don't really know if these are supposed to... Yeah, so these are not harvestable yet. They're potatoes that take a long time to grow, I guess. I don't think that there's a... I don't think that's realism. I think this is a bad simulation. I think potatoes probably grow at the same rate as radishes do. Or whatever it is I'm growing. Alright, so I'm gonna... It's Monday, so that means I can go to the... go to the town, go look at the stuff from the people. From the livestock salesman guy. Maybe it's important to note, important to think about, that Monday is generally a place in the real world where nothing is open. If you want to go buy some cupcakes around the corner, chances are slim. I would like to buy a chicken. 1,000 gold. I do want one, yes. I need the money. Oh, so I need the grass first. Alright, so I'll go... Alright, do you take my money? No. Alright, so I'm gonna go up here. Spend 500 gold on rebuying the grass that I squandered before. Really an ethical conditions of capitalism simulator, less than a Harvest Moon. I don't really understand Harvest Moon as a title, and it might be just a translation thing, or it might just be some Super Nintendo flair, but I don't ever see the moon. I'm really harvesting all the time. It's not really lunar based. It's more croissant based. Okay, so I wanna... Oh hey, what is that? I wish that this game was, well, not just better at explaining, but I wish this game explained anything ever. Oh, I'm awful at this. You know, there's a reason, you know, with the Oculus Rift, we want to be able to play our first-person shooters better, and with that weird full body suit, we want to be able to get shot better, I guess, and with those weird little walkie things, I guess we want to be able to pretend like we're walking in a digital world better, but no one ever makes like the Oculus Farm implement. No one ever wants to make it feel like you're doing work outside, because it's awful, and no one would ever want to do it. I don't think I watered those today, so I should probably do that. Alright, so, woo! Got that grass going on. Alright. So I'm gonna use this. Water all of these plants, all these potatoes. I guess if I were a smarter person, I would have gone ahead and spent all my money on turnips and whatever. And then planted those today too, because it's only going to take a couple days, and I bet that grass doesn't grow overnight. But I'm not, and I guess the stuff is probably already closed for the night, so I'm going to close it up. Go to sleep. Alright. Right, and I think with that, I think we're going to finish for the day. I guess not a lot of stuff happened. I just talked a lot, but maybe that's the whole reason that anyone would want to watch this, or the fact that I talk so much will mean that you don't want to watch it anymore. I was really unsure as if he was stretching beforehand. What is he doing? Anyway, so thanks for listening to the stuff. I guess next time what I'll do is I'll grow some grass, I will grow some turnips, I'll probably do some of the same stuff I did this time, but I will probably be able to buy a chicken next time, which is going to make the game probably a little bit more interesting. So, anyway, thank you very much.